Right then, boys, so we are back for our first episode where we will be taking charge of Brentford, formerly manager of Leicester, taking over as that man there, Andrea Pirlo. Tried to get Leicester out of the sticky situation that they were in. Instead, I carried them on, going on a downward trajectory. Instead, Brendan Rodgers is still in a job and actually doing quite well at the minute. So instead, we're taking over Brentford. Only 11 games left of the season, I believe. We'll see how this goes. It's probably not going to go well for us, boys. I'm not going to lie. But that is the side we're taking on. And let's go for it. We've got Leicester as last day of the season. And hopefully, if we've built ourselves some points up and we could be challenging them, they're my club in real life. But they've sacked me right now in this game. And that is what matters at the moment in this game. I don't want it to happen in real life. But in this game, they've sacked me. And if it means me coming to them on the last day of the season, right? If we come to them on the last day of the season and we manage to take them over and they are still struggling, I'm sorry, but I will happily take the job from them and actually send them down in this game, because that'll show it weren't my fault. Right, so before we go into our first game, which is against Newcastle, then the second game will be against Liverpool. So not an easy start to life as Brentford manager, but we've got a press conference here, which we'll go straight in for. And yeah, let's go and have a look. Ready for your first game? The lads have to focus. We can be competitive. Let's say that. At the end of the day, we can be competitive. We've just got to play as well as we possibly can. How tough will it be against Newcastle? I believe in my team. I've only been here for a couple of days, but yep, we believe in the side. And why are you sticking with Janlet? He'll play through it. Right then, boys, so first game as Brentford manager, we are coming in away from home at St James's Park. As you see here, all focus is going to be on how we do on our first game. But here we are, St James's Park. Let's get straight into our first game with Brentford. If not taking a first time effort, probably a bit powerful to take a first time effort, but at the moment we will keep an eye on target. Now with Guimaraes inside. The defence is managed to keep that from going in, but St Maxim nearly getting a goal straight away there. Play it back, okay, to Norgard apparently. There's a bit of space on that wing for Hickey, who can pick up the ball and try and charge into the box. Not into the box, but into a crossing opportunity. Now De Silva can lay it back. Janle, that's wide of the post. Now back inside, beautifully done. Off again, not quite from Janlet, but well done anyway. We've had majority of the ball in this first half and actually looking quite decent with it as well, as he's charged into the box again, Janlet. They said that he wasn't playing well, but at the minute he is. As Visa picks up the ball, but it's not a good finish. Right, ball played long. Good header. Again, Visa on it. And Tone over the top now. Good touch from Tone. Takes the shot, but it's wide of the post. Well wide as well. But still not the best of opportunities. Saint Maximin has hardly had the ball in this game so far. I don't think they've hardly been out of their half in this first half, to be fair. But Saint Maxim, Hickey has tried to get back against him. And that is such open space, but luckily over the bar. There was a massive gap in the centre there for him to run through, but luckily I think the keeper might have had it covered anyway. And it's played back, but unfortunately none of the midfielders managed to retaliate to get the ball back off of them there. It's now with Isaac again, out wide to target, and it's played back inside. Isaac again, Guimaraes takes the shot. It's a good save from Strakosha, but Newcastle now starting to get a couple of chances. Disgusting there from them. It's played inside now. Again, trying the best to work something into the box. We've just got to try and keep this compact as much as we can. That was poor from me. It's into the box. It's a good save by Strakosha again. Right, St Maxim whips the ball in. Good header clear, but not as clear as I would have liked it. It's now coming straight back at us. It's a shot. It's saved again. Right, Yanley is the man trying to defend if he can. No shot. Good save from Strakosha again. We just cannot get the ball clear at the minute. St. Maxime, man whipping it in. Again, beats the man to the header, but cannot get the ball as far out as we needed. And now it's a big chance again. It's a good save from Strakosha. Right, St. Maxime again to whip a ball in. It's whipped into the area. It just looks like we are not going to be able to get this clear until they get a goal at this point, because that's what it seems like. St. Maxime tried to get himself in here, but Bruno Guimaraes, again, a bit of space in the centre, and it's again an amazing save by Strakosha, but we just cannot get the ball away. And that was actually half-time. I didn't even clock that went to half-time, but luckily the half-time whistle saved us, because otherwise I'm pretty sure that should have been another corner, which I'd be fuming if I was a Newcastle manager right now, but it is what it is, and they've had so many shots at the end of that half, but luckily we've managed to keep them out. Right, Josh Da Silva, Hickey to Damsgaard. Damsgaard trying to do his best. He found a beautiful ball there through to the right back. No one's kept up with the right back. And he's into the box. Can take a shot here, and it's saved by the keeper. Ivan Toney not able to get anything back going the other way. Rico Henry hasn't won that, and that is a foul. Right, Damsgaard again, the man standing over the free kick, but we're going to whip this one into the area. It's a good cross. Ajer wins the header, and we are 1-0 up in our first game against Newcastle. For as Brentford manager, the centre-back that we brought back into the side after that game, after our appointment as manager, and he's managed to repay me here as Damsgaard whips a beautiful cross in. He climbs higher than his marker and manages to head the ball actually over the top of the keeper and into the back of the net, and we're 1-0 up as Brentford manager. Who would have thought it? What a header that is. Not quite managing to get the foot in as of yet. It's played to that man again, and it's going to be 1-1, isn't it? No, it's played wide of the post there from, I'm not sure who it was in the centre. Ball over the top, good header. Ivan Toney, not work. Okay, that has worked, as he's managed to take the ball back off the centre-back into the box, takes the shot, but it's wide of the post. Pretty sure that's his first effort at goal for me as manager. It's spread out now to Visa, who can try and take on his man. Does not do so whatsoever here. And Callum Wilson has only just come on the field. Ben Mee trying to defend against him. And it's played in. Somehow reached one of the Newcastle men. He was miles offside there. But he should not have been able to get a ball through to their players in the first place there at all. That was an amazing tackle there from the Newcastle man. I don't know who it was, but Ijak trying to bring them forward now. Now St. Maxime. Norgard has done well to cover. And now inside, well done from Ivan Toney to Visa, who can try and use his pace that he has not been able to use all second half so far. He's now charged into the box, can take a shot and does, but it's against the keeper's hand. That is full time, boys. Didn't even realise that was how close we were to full time. But we have managed to get 3 points out of our first game for Brentford. So, Ajer, it took the defender to score the goal, but I don't really care. We've managed to come away with a win, and that's the main thing. 3 points from our first game as Brentford manager. Right then, press conference. Let's see what they've got to say. Delighted with a first win. It's all about the effort at the end of the day. Playing well, and we've battered them in the first half, but at the end, towards the end of the first half, they started to get their foothold in the game, and then it was lucky that we got that chance for Ajer. But did Yanley look his old self today? He needs to get on a good run. Let's hope he's on a roll now, because he played very well today. And you're saying that I was wrong for picking him, but he played very well. Now, just one goal in it. Are you happy with today's performance? At the end of the day, we've managed to get the goal, and we took the 3 points, so I can't be unhappy with that. Right then, boys, here we are for our second game as Brentford manager. Second game of the episode. Darwin Nunez is the man who everyone is looking at today. 3 goals in his last 3 games. We are at We're not at Anfield, are we? Are we at Anfield? Oh, we are at Anfield. That I don't know why that didn't look like Anfield then. But, yeah. We are at Anfield for our second game, so it's not getting any easier for us, but hopefully we can put in a decent performance. The only good performance we actually had with Leicester was against Liverpool, so yeah, hopefully another one today. And at the moment they are on a massive terror of our defence. We'll come in for the challenge. It's not really worked out, but Nunez is through. It's probably going to be one. No, Strakosha's done well, and another save from Strakosha. What a piece of goalkeeping that was. They still have another chance though with Salah. Good block, cannot keep it, and Strakosha again beating the save away from the shot from Salah, who's going to cut inside and do his best to lay a ball through to Ivan Toney, but unfortunately he has not quite got the pace to beat his man. Nunez, miles and acres of space as Ajer let him into open space, but luckily, no, it wasn't Ajer, it was the other centre-back, but Nunez taking his shot way too early. Right, corner for De Silva to whip into the box. It's a good cross, and it's a good header, but it's saved by Alisson. Visa, actually, the man that collected that header. Oh, that was a big challenge put in there against Van Dijk, but couldn't win the ball. Keita now with Luis Diaz. Nunez back with Fabinho. Now again is played off. It's Nunez again. It's now with Luis Diaz again, and he's beaten his man. That'll be 1-0, and there it is. We're 1-0 down against Liverpool. I was waiting for it to happen, and finally they've managed to take the lead. We've not managed to get a shot off properly yet, not a decent one anyway. And yeah, we're 1-0 down at Anfield. I'm not too surprised. So yeah, at the end of the day, it is Liverpool, but I should have done better there with Ajer. Jesus Christ. That is half time, boys. We are now going in 1-0 down against Liverpool. I'm not too surprised. Like I say, it is a difficult side, so I'm not too surprised. But Ivan Toney could have possibly made it back level just at the end of that half, but couldn't quite slide the ball past Alisson. But there's still always another 45 minutes to come. Here we go, boys, back underway, and Liverpool probably looking to extend their lead in the second half, whereas we will definitely look at trying to cut it down if possible, as the ball will be played into the centre. I've seen that happening straight away, but for some reason again they've managed to get the goal. Nunez just off of half time. Don't get me wrong, I know I pulled the defender away again, which I shouldn't do, but at the end of the day, that other defender should have been covering there. I don't know who the other defender is. I know we've got Ajer at the back, and I'm not sure who the other one is. But here you see he pulls away. What is the point in pulling away from your man there? You should be going, trying to put pressure on him. But yeah, we're 2-0 down, and yeah, that's not the start of the half we needed. And Rico Henry to Visa now, who's cut inside actually very nicely and paced away from his man. He's got into a decent position in the box, can take a shot, but it's wide of the post. Ivan Toney, I was really hoping he was going to make a run there, and it didn't work. So now it is back with Josh Da Silva, and he can't do anything with the ball in the centre. It's now with Keita. Luis Diaz with Salah takes the shot. Good save by Strakosha. And tries to get the ball back out to Damsgaard, but doesn't work out this time. Right. Okay, Nunez plays the ball inside to Alex, and it's a good save by the keeper. Right, Damsgaard again to whip a corner in. Good cross, good header, and again saved by Alisson. Out for another corner. Nunez coming forward. Josh Da Silva tries to get himself a foot in. Can't quite do so just yet. And it's now with Salah taking the shot. Good save by Strakosha. Plays it nicely to Rico Henry. Can lay it off. Nicely done. I was going to look for a ball round the back, but Yanley gives it off to Visa. Knock it back now to Rico Henry. We'll give it back outside. Okay, Yanley is the man who it's been given to. It's played into the box. Josh Da Silva heads the ball wide. And that is the end of the game, boys. A 2-0 defeat in our second game as Brentford manager against Liverpool. Had a couple of decent chances. Didn't seem like the most difficult of games. It's not like we struggled as such. But, yeah, probably should have done a bit better in that one. But wait for the next couple of games. Hopefully we can keep moving forward. Right then, so post-match interview, let's see what they have to say. That can't be much fun to watch as a manager. What went wrong? We didn't play too bad. They put us under a lot of pressure. We didn't deal with their pressing. We just, to be fair, it weren't either, because it's not like we played awful. What else? We have, are Liverpool just better than you right now? Of course they are. What kind of a question is that? But we can improve at the end of the day. And are you happy with Archer's performance? He's a natural leader. At the end of the day, he played well. I wouldn't say he played outstanding because he made a couple of mistakes, but they were mainly through me. And Leicester have lost their second game without us as manager. Crystal Palace have moved themselves out of the drop zone, and currently Leicester in 19th. So at the moment, all I'm saying is, what was the big deal about how I was playing? Because clearly it wasn't just me. So if there's anyone in the comments or anyone watching these videos saying Leicester is shit, you're playing shit, you're doing terrible, that's very right. I am doing very terrible. But at the end of the day, clearly the game can't even get wins with this side right now because they're in 19th. That is the end of the episode, boys. We have, in the next episode, got a game against Southampton, so a little bit easier, and then gets a whole lot harder again with a game against Manchester United. There's only going to be 3 episodes left of this season, being as we'll play 2 games in the next episode, then we'll have Arsenal and Palace in the episode following that, and then after that we'll have a final episode to cap off the season where we'll play these 3 games in one episode, and maybe at that point we might actually be fighting our way out of the relegation zone. At the end of the day, we've got 7 games left. We have so that would equal 21 points, so we are still mathematically able to. But it's just going to be a bit difficult. We'll have to try our best. Like I say, providing we do that, it's going to be very difficult because we can't drop at this moment in time. If we drop 7 or 8 points out of the last 7 or 8 games, then that means we can't mathematically get out of the bottom 3, which is tragic. But we'll try our best to escape relegation. I don't see it happening, but we'll give it our best shot anyway. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this first episode with Brentford. If you have, please do leave a like, shall I say. And yeah, catch you in the next episode, boys.